It is the check-in episode 30. Here we are. Here we are. We've got Don Xanklin, Claudio Capri. I am Paul Ash, and Mike Gamache is he's on the missing list. He's MIA today.
Oh no. Do we need to send out a search party?
I am at the edge of heat stroke right now, so I'm or
Oh.
heat exhaustion. So I am not in the best position.
Mm-hmm.
Holy cow! I don't know what it is about my room in particular in my
Mhm.
apartment,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but the heat. There is basically a salt shaped mark on my bed right now.
Oh no. How did
Yeah,
you sleep?
off and on, including like if when I went to the washroom, I ended up having the shakes. Just it was just chattering because everything else felt so cold.
Oh man.
Yeah. No, well, that's how it is for me. I mean, my place, like in the living room and all the other rooms, it is cold. But my room, for some reason, I could feel the heat. I'm like, God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
God
Well,
damn it.
I just turned off my fan before we went live because I was just like,
Wait. Were you because it's too cold?
well, no, it's just no. My I turned off my fan, so
Oh, okay.
I'm warm now,
Uh,
so
th-
I
Ah.
can. Yeah,
this might be the shortest episode if we're all
that's
uncomfortable with the
okay.
heat.
No, it's fine. We're gonna plow through it, and that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
follow your lead at any rate. So let
Yeah,
us know.
exactly. You see Paul. You see
See
Paul.
me
He
go.
randomly falls asleep. Hey, Paul. All right, Don, it's me and you.
Oh man, and we'll go check in and make sure that he's okay. Hence the name of
wait,
the show,
yeah. Isn't the show called the Check In Show?
the check
Paul's
in.
okay. And you see Paul. Don't worry, Paul. All right, quiet.
Uh,
We're checking in. We're checking in.
we're
I've
checking in.
already made some homemade iced tea, and
I've got water.
I got. I
I
had an
also
apple.
have water, which I've managed to finish half the bottle of.
Mm.
Uh, just in the 10 minutes of sitting here,
Oh,
I've been going through everything cold I can.
yesterday at work, our the air conditioning really was not going on. Really was not working properly. So I went through 5 1 liter bottles of water in a span of like an hour.
Ugh.
Ah, it was really good. And then everyone else was like, because at first I'm like, guys, you know what? It's fine. Everything's gonna be okay. And then after that 10 minutes, my manager starts dripping sweat, and my colleagues were dripping sweat. And then we're like, I had this brilliant idea because it was dead yesterday. So I'm like, let me just go outside with my friend. I swear to God, we went from like not so cold place. As soon as the doors open, we felt the heat, the heat coming towards us. So like, this is a terrible idea. This is a terrible idea. And we're wearing long pants and our
Oh,
uniform. And we're like,
so so when you guys do outdoor shows, how do you manage the heat? Like when it's like this and it's stifling, and you still have to
oh no,
make with the funny.
I haven't done any outdoor shows this year, so
I
What?
I on
Wow.
well depends what is honestly, like, people who organize it, some of them you hope to God they do it in the shade.
Yeah.
Or what I do is, I did that. I bought like two 1 liter bottles of water,
Uh-huh.
and then after that I was just drinking them throughout the entire show. So when I brought it with me, and I just made it sit. I just put it next to me. So as I did my after every joke I've done, I would take a second to sip, and then that's it. But I've seen other people, like someone brought like those tiny little fans. So my friend's like, all right, and then it was not working properly. So it's semi working because
They have to move it themselves.
yeah, exactly.
That's
Yeah. So
funny.
last night. But yeah, no, it's fun. No, but no, but outdoor shows are is a little. I wouldn't say weird. I wouldn't say bad. It's something that you have to experience.
You know, I'm doing my first one. Well, patio counts as outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
So outside at a brewery. And I'm just
Wait,
thinking, oh, I wonder what the weather is going to be like.
on Saturday I had to meet Ben Cardilli because we're working on some stuff, And originally, he came out of his house because I meet him because we're gonna go together. He came out in jeans, a leather jacket, and a shirt. And then I'm looking at him. I'm in my shorts and shirt because I'm like I cannot. It's that point where I cannot wear jeans. He was sweating. Goes, I'll be right back. Comes out and he's wearing like lighter clothes, like shorts and a shirt. But we're still sweating. We're like why? Like, and then we went to go do a comedy meetup group. And the guy who arranged it, his name is Joel Slavic. Is like, oh, let's sit on the terrace. And Ben and I are looking at him. We're like, no, no, no. We're going inside, and we're gonna stay inside for like 45 minutes to an hour. And there we go. Sorry if I've been
Well, I
talking
hope
a lot.
I hope no one has no one wears a weather jacket to the show on Saturday. I think it
I know.
might be a bunch of jokes for that.
If they wear a leather jacket and if there's a heat wave, kudos to that person who wears it.
I actually I started coughing a couple days ago.
Oh.
So I went to the Douglas Hospital here in Montreal and got a COVID test, which is negative, but I do have a flu.
Whoa.
This is the first
Summer
flu I've had
flu.
in like 2 years.
Oh God. And in the summer too.
Yeah. So
There's something that feels worse about having the fever chills in the summer, I find, than the winter. Is that
Yeah, I know.
just me?
Yeah, no. See, for me, I always have it in the winter, like around Christmas. I'm always sick. I don't know why, but I haven't been sick for the past 2 years, thank God. But yeah, no, summer flus are horrible.
How far through your flu do you think you are? Do you think you've turned the corner yet, Paul, or do you think you're still kind of
I thought I
ways to
had
go?
yesterday, but then through last night I was doing a lot of I was coughing up a lot of phlegm,
Yeah,
and you
better
can hear
out
it
than
in my
in.
throat a little bit,
hmm
and my nose is a little bit stuffed.
Okay.
But I still taste.
Yeah.
I can still smell peanut butter, so it's definitely not the COVID. I also had the brain scratcher and all that stuff.
Ooh. Yeah.
Okay,
So,
but how come why don't you sleep somewhere else in the apartment?
because I have roommates, and then I'd be in their ways, you know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
No, I think
thinking
that's an
that-
even better reason for shortening today's episode. So, like, if you need to, don't be a hero. You know.
Yeah, no. At any point, I feel that I can just.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa,
and
that was.
then it'll just be me and you, Don. So,
Yeah, it's like a metaphor.
All right.
Whoa, he's back.
I sorry, I didn't want to put Dawn through that. Just.
No, it's hilarious. I was just like, oh my God, is he magic?
It's a magic trick. I teleported out of there. Just.
But yeah, it's no, that's no. Summer flus are not fun. They're not
Yeah.
fun.
I don't know if it's a flu or a cold or what. I don't. I should probably take my temperature, see if I have a fever. I think
Yeah.
I was at like 99 degrees earlier, like when I tested right away. But I wasn't sure if that was just because I was outside and it was super hot.
Yeah.
Probably that's why.
Well, your body is pretty good at regulating its temperature.
Yeah, that's
Just-
true.
Right now, last night, I really put my body through it
Okay.
when it came to regulating temperature. So
Okay. Yeah, no, it's it's not fun.
No.
It's not fun. Yeah.
So,
But that's
yeah, has anyone seen any of the photos from the Kabul airport? Just
Yeah, I
Capital
saw it.
Airport. What
Yeah, I
happened to
saw the
Capital
photos.
Airport?
Kabul,
Kabul?
Afghanistan.
Oh, I had. Oh, sorry, I accidentally clicked something.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
you're
Paul,
still
it's,
there.
Yeah, Polly, Dad, go ahead and explain it for people who.
Oh no, I think. I think I recall the coverage descriptions of the coverage rather than the
Yeah.
pictures. Yeah,
Yeah.
There's only so many pictures I can.
And when,
Yeah.
when you're talking like aerial and satellite photography of these planes with these people
Mhm.
crowding around them and people waiting to get on planes and the traffic going in,
Yeah,
my heart goes out just.
Yeah,
Mhm.
my heart goes out to them. I don't know. I hope they're gonna be okay. I mean, they are gonna be okay, but it's something that's gonna take time, and It's just insane how all this has happened at once. How all this craziness happened at once.
It's
Uh,
been building for a while.
yeah, and yeah, no, it's been building for a while, but at the same time, I found it was a bit hush, and all of a sudden, all right, well, this happened. I'm like, Jesus, okay,
Hmm.
all right. It sucks that nothing has been done about it, and
Yeah, but I think that's because the coverage that we get is really incomplete. A lot of my friends actually don't watch a lot of Canadian news outlets. They watch a lot of BBC and outlets outside because it's more balanced news coverage. So
okay,
I'm sure all of this has been like,
Al Jazeera as well is
yeah,
they do
yeah,
a good job.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
very curated on our side.
yeah, exactly. It's very controlled.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
but oh,
Canada had been pretty much out of there for a good while,
Yeah,
but
mhm.
it's the idea that the only people that really wanted everything there were the military industrial complex who were making money
hmm
off of this.
hmm hmm
And
yeah,
unfortunately, it's the Afghan people were being pawns. They were,
yeah,
you know,
exactly. That's all. But that's all it was for.
this is supposed to be the new and improved Taliban, but
No, I don't think so. I mean, look, what do I know about this? But I'm saying I don't think it's gonna be the new and improved. That's just my opinion.
No, it just sounds like they have better comms people than Doug Ford and the other guy.
There
you know,
was, there was this joke. Someone posted, right. So the Taliban were being interviewed, right. And
Mhm.
um and then someone was asking a question. Goes, oh, so you're free. So what do you? Why are you against freedom? Why against women? Women learn. Going to school. Men having choices, whatever they want to do. Why are you against that? Like, why do you hide all this against them? Why do you think it's a bad idea? And then I swear to God, I don't know if this is real, but Taliban leader replied, "You should ask that question to Mark Zuckerberg." And I'm like, oh shit, that the
I don't know.
way.
That sounds a little.
Yeah, but that was just like this man was not holding back. I'm like, oh god damn, man.
It sounds like
Oh
the Beaverton to me.
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. But I'm like, no, but no, but I'm saying whether it was fake or not, that was still savage. That was beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah.
Oh,
I
Oh
keep
man.
opening and closing windows on my computer.
I have a Windows, but I have it next to me, and
No,
it
I
keeps
just
it
have
closed.
piles of paper covering my peripheral. So if I accidentally touch something, something
everything
happens.
lights up.
Yeah, it's a surprise.
No, yeah,
Claudio has finally seen Suicide
The-
Squad 2.
yeah. I liked it.
Excellent. Why
I
did you
liked it.
wait so long again?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, just wanted to be different.
But yeah, no.
No, Claudio appreciates films, not movies. Just
Oh,
Exactly. No, I enjoyed it. It's just there's just something that bothered me throughout this film was when okay. So for people who still haven't seen it, we're not gonna put who they fight. So we're just gonna put the bad guy. So the bad guy, the way it was taken down, bothered me a little bit.
the big bad guy.
Yes, big bad guy.
Emphasis on
um,
big.
can I ask why without risking a spoiler?
Because they hyped it up all the way at the end.
Hmm.
Bloodsport was awesome, and you figure out, for HQ, we're gonna put her. So for Harley, okay,
Hmm.
she jumps into the bad guy, but yet other
Oh, wait,
animals.
spoiler!
No, no,
Spoiler!
no, hold on. But then the
Oh,
other.
Don, have you seen it?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Okay, but then no, but I'm saying but then
For
the
people
rats.
watching.
Yeah, but then the animals
Mhm.
go in there and Harley, sorry, HQ does nothing. Just stands there. I'm like, at least be
Where she's
cliche.
floating in the water. You
Mhm.
expected that she should have
Yes,
continued to do something. Rather than just,
exactly. And I'm like, you're a team. It's like Shark King and Bloodsport did something. The
But
man.
so did she. She opened the
Yeah,
door.
yeah. She made it possible.
Yeah, but I'm like, okay, all
And then
right.
she didn't have to do anything more because, she had backup.
Yeah, I know exactly. She goes, well, but no, but I'm like, okay, okay, but Bloodsport continued to to be awesome. So because I enjoyed Bloodsport, but as I told Paul, the beginning was such a tease.
Mm. I
It's
think,
James Gunn with sort of the misdirection, the fact that it went right
Exactly,
directly into the action.
exactly, and yes, and I love what they did with the time. Like 1 hour later, 8 days, like going back and forth. That was beautiful. That was
yeah, the
well done.
humor was fantastic
The
in that
humor,
movie.
yes, yes, the
Yeah.
humor was fantastic in that movie. There's a character that threw me off. I'm like, oh, I didn't expect this to happen. But apart from that, no, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it very well. One of my other favorite characters at the beginning had a, crap, I can't spoil this. God damn it! All right, well,
Well,
something happens. Yeah,
I want to say that, without, I'm trying to figure out how not to spoil it too. I really like what happened to Paul Davidson's character.
you mean Pete
Peter.
Davidson?
Peter. Yeah, Pete. Oh, whatever.
Oh
The annoying
yes,
guy from Saturday Night Live who keeps dating people that I hear
yes,
about for
yes.
some reason.
I
Yeah,
was
Yeah,
I was
Pete
with a friend
Davidson.
of yeah,
Pete Davidson.
I was with a friend of mine and we saw it and he turns and as soon as that happens to Pete, my friend turns to me and goes, "Thank God."
We
I
don't need to put up with that.
you know what? I've come to appreciate him a little bit.
Oh,
How so?
Frozen.
You're
Sorry, I missed
frozen.
that.
You're not frozen.
Oh no, yeah, you all you both froze at the same time,
Oh,
and
okay.
so I missed what you said.
I said I've begun to appreciate him a little bit, like the King of Staten Island.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Oh, I
That
have
was
not seen that one.
that was
okay,
really good.
and
Okay.
the thing is, it's semi autobiographical for him
Hmm.
because like his big claim to fame was the fact that his dad was a firefighter who died on 9/11.
Mhm.
Oh, I had no idea.
Right, so that's why he's as messed up as he is.
Hmm.
Is that happened to him in his life?
Wow.
So the movie the King of Staten Island sort of addresses like how he felt growing up,
Okay.
and so it's
Interesting. Okay, I'm
it,
gonna write this one down.
yeah. So I mean, and a lot of his stand up, uh,
Mhm.
when he did stand up, a lot of it referenced his dad. And he used to do a lot of dead dad jokes and 9/11
Ooh.
jokes and stuff. And it's just like he wanted to sort of express that he's messed up.
Ah. No,
So
I can hear that part of comedy is healing as you process things.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Oh,
so
whoops,
when
I
we're always
froze
talking
again.
about like comedians, can you see us or hear us at this point?
Yeah, I can now.
Okay.
Yeah, my internet has been really bad lately. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, one of the things about comedians is having people with a unique voice, and um, I don't think anyone could have a more unique voice than he does for like perspective on things because that was a like a that was a global cultural event,
Right?
right?
Yeah.
9/11. Yet for him, it was a personal event.
Mm.
And so everyone has an opinion. Everyone knows about that. But that is something that's deeply personal to him. And that's, you know,
Hmm.
yeah,
Wow.
it's an interesting kind of, to look at him through that lens.
Yeah. Oh,
Kind of,
I'll definitely check it out.
yeah.
Huh.
So,
Now I wish I saw that before because I just was that was not sympathy and being able to relate to him were
yeah.
not things that I experienced because I was just like, what's with this guy? Like, why are we hearing about him all the time? But yeah,
Yeah.
I can't imagine how difficult it would be to be funny after going through that.
Yeah. So, I mean, and he did that as like, 10-year-old or whatever, 10 or
Yeah.
12 years old. So,
Yeah. Wow. Huh.
it's you don't know Claudio's a
Yeah.
great guy.
Exactly. People.
No, no,
No, we're all
no,
pensive now.
no. I'm hearing what you're saying, and I'm like, all right, well, it's Yeah, no, he's not bad. But as you
Mhm.
mentioned, like for his from the King of Staten Island, that was really good. Uh, but then after that, he's been in a couple of other things where I do find him annoying. But I'm like, all right, so
But
Sorry,
that's his
I
niche.
almost made an Ariana Grande joke.
Wow,
Sorry
the
about
most
that.
the most annoying thing about Ariana Grande uh, that's ever come out of Ariana Grande is Pete Davidson. Is that what you were saying? Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, it,
Yeah.
it's uh, it's also, I think, he's gone away with a lot of stuff in his life because
mhm.
it's like, hey, my dad died.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that
if,
that.
if 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 you see him on any of the roast shows,
Uh-huh.
right, that's a no holds barred take on it. I think
Yeah.
Jeffrey Ross said to him,
Huh.
the length your father went to get away from you,
Oh,
and
frig.
stuff like that. So
That is
Yeah.
beautiful.
Hmm.
That is.
I love
yeah,
roasts.
Yeah, yeah,
not a
yeah. No,
fan.
I love roasts too. Especially
Claudia's
when
been roasted twice.
yeah, no, I love
What?
roast, especially when it's coming out of the oven. Nice and roasty. Yeah, no, that's my go-to though, because someone's like, "Hey, man, do you like roast battle?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know." So I'm just gonna make it come out of the oven, nice and roasty. There we go. But yeah, and no, I saw that roast battle like Pete Davidson was on, and
Mm,
I'm like, all right, well, all right,
wow.
I'm going to take a little bit of a moment right now because my
go ahead.
fingertips are getting perny from the heat.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. No worries.
So yeah, you two feel free. I'll be back.
Okay.
All right. All right. So, Claudio, you were talking about doing shows outside.
Yes.
Do you do any different pre-show rituals when you're doing outdoor comedy shows?
Yeah, and I get there and I'm like, why? Like, why are we here? No, I'm kidding. No, no, no. I know. I get there and I'm like, all right, we're okay. All right, so
Mhm.
this is happening.
Yeah,
All
this
right.
is happening. Do you have to
Yeah.
psych yourself up to kind of
No,
get into your comedy?
well, no, not really, because because for me, like when I'm talking about doing these park shows, not these rooftop shows, because rooftop shows are actually, in my opinion, pretty
Mhm.
almost different from any
Oh,
other show. So, for example, when you're doing a park show, you're
yeah,
like, whatever, people,
yeah.
whatever. It's like, okay,
It's like
people are,
riffing with friends. It's like
yeah,
more.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh,
But when you're doing a rooftop show, it's actually fun. Because
oh.
people are coming to see comedy, but it's on a rooftop and it's actually really nice. You
I
know,
didn't go
It's a
to
good
any.
way to
Well, the
get
one.
rid of hecklers.
Sorry, sorry. What?
Well, and there's always like the edge of the roof is a good way to get rid of hecklers.
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah, that's
I
true. That's
didn't.
true.
I didn't go check out the one rooftop experience in Ottawa. Yuck Yucks had the top of the
Hmm.
Italian restaurant,
Yeah, yeah,
Trattoria Italia, I think it was called.
yeah, yeah.
And but I didn't go because I'm afraid of heights. So I thought, oh my god, being up on the roof. I don't think I'd be comfortable watching or
It's it,
performing. So I'll just wait.
it's covered, Don. It's
It
covered.
was covered.
You don't see
You
you
don't see
don't
the edges.
yeah, you're not exactly on a rooftop edge there.
I don't know. Hearing the
It's a
traffic's like,
stage.
I'm on a roof.
Well, no, I mean, the way it is here, there's like one show here in Montreal where, so it's like a stage, but then there's like,
Yeah.
it's like there's like walls that cover it,
Oh,
and then
okay.
there's like a
Yeah.
little what can I say, well, rooftop, right?
Like a covering?
Yeah, so you
Oh.
don't so you don't see, like, for example, like I have vertigo whenever
Hmm.
I use whenever I'm on a roller coaster or I'm on a rooftop, I get
Hmm.
vertigo. So and then, like, when you're here, it doesn't feel that way. So it's
Oh,
actually
okay.
it's actually safe. But no, like I know like a couple of other places. I think it's either somewhere in Canada or the US, where they actually have a legit rooftop. So it's just like you just have like a speaker and you have chairs, and then
Yeah.
like the ground is gravel, right? So and then everyone's playing that game like, oh my god, we're gonna collapse, right? Like, one of them's
Yeah.
gonna collapse. Yeah, I know. So I heard some of those stories, and I'm like, nah, that doesn't sound safe. I'm not gonna do it.
No, exactly. It's just like, has this roof been tested for this many
Exactly.
people on
Yeah,
it?
yeah, exactly. There was a show here that was gonna happen, but I think they canceled it because well, no one went to it. Um, because it was just like, ah, guys, I'm doing a show. I'm putting together a show here on the rooftop, and then I saw pictures, and I'm like, man, I hope those superhumans come to life. I hope like I hope those vaccines have some sort of superpower or something, because that does not look safe.
Nope. Nope.
No. Mm. But you'll be okay, Don.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think so. This one, Saturday's on the ground and outside, and my biggest risk is probably forgetting to not drink beer before the set. I have to drink after the set, not before. I've
Yep.
kind of learned the hard way before.
So someone was at the Comedy Nest here in Montreal, and someone was tipsy going on stage.
Yeah.
So the Nest, there's like a little. So you have the wall, but then in between the wall and the stage, there's like a little.
Gap.
Paul can
Mhm.
confirm this. There's a little like
There's a
hole,
little
right?
gap.
Gap.
There's a
Yeah.
little gap. So my friend, while he was tipsy, he
Mm.
moved back, but he put his foot got stuck in that little gap. And then he managed to get up, but then the on the end of the nest there's like the mic stand, right? He
Uh-huh.
thought it was there, so he kept taking it out. He goes, guys, I don't know, but the idiot did
It
not
was
know
me.
that there's a mic stand right next to him, and then
Yeah.
everyone's quiet, and I'm like, there's like a mic stand like
So
right
he
next to
he
us.
was reaching for the one that's painted on the wall.
Yes,
That's so funny. Became a Three
that's sad.
Stooges act.
That's sad. And then for me, like I actually got my I actually got my foot stuck in a little gap once, but it was unintentional because
Oh.
I moved back, and I kind of I lost my balance. I put my
Mm.
foot in there. I'm like, oh shit. So
Oh my
then
God.
yeah, so it was fun. It was fun. But no, just seeing that guy just trying to take like the mic stand off the painted wall. Oh, it was hilarious.
Maybe that's why they covered up that mic at Yuck Yucks in Ottawa, because at one point there was a mic
Yeah.
stand painted
Yes.
on the wall.
Mm.
Oh
It's
man.
so
And
funny.
also, it looked identical to my boots. Uh,
Oh,
like they had the boots that were there at the by the mic stand,
Mm-hmm,
yeah,
and it
mm-hmm,
was
yeah,
like
mm-hmm.
I
yeah.
realized I walked on stage and I realized that was like
Mhm.
they're Doc Martens, so they're not uncommon boots, but it was like
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, but red. I think. Okay, I think they were red. So your Doc Martens were red.
Uh, no, but it was a
Oh,
black and white photo.
oh, gosh. I
I
think
I
I need to take
I
more.
had green ones
Oh, cool.
at the time. I think I've gone through so many Doc Martens.
Yeah, I miss my Doc Martens. I think why did I stop? Oh, because I couldn't find black ones, and I liked wearing my classic black ones. I could only find brown, and I was like, nah, I'm
Mm.
done.
Oh man.
There's so many good places to get like Doc Martens are. There's the British Doc Martens and then the Chinese Doc Martens, which is weird.
Oh, I
Mm.
didn't know that.
Well, the thing is, Doc Marten sort of sold off the brand,
Hmm.
right? And
Yeah.
so there was a company that just kind of outsourced all the manufacturing to China, and they just became narrower. That's one of the things I liked about Doc Martens, where they were wider because I have wide feet. But then some of the people who had the factories, like who worked at the factories in the UK,
Mm-hmm.
got permission to keep making them. So they're a bit more expensive,
Hmm.
but they are the traditional with the traditional form fit, like so they are the wider
Nice.
ones.
Huh.
Doc Martens originally designed for orderlies and nurses.
Really? Oh, I
Yeah,
guess because he was a podiatrist, wasn't he? Like he knew about how to take care of feet.
but they wanted anti-slip in the hospitals.
Oh, makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That would make sense.
So.
Now I want my Doc Martens. I just back on the list.
Back on the list. Get those Doc Martens. So
Mhm.
Claudio, I'm tomorrow night. I'm actually going to be on stage with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's gonna be a fun night.
Where are you guys performing?
Yeah, it's gonna be at Ayers Rock. Yeah, no, it's gonna
Which
be,
is a
it's gonna
bar.
be, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Not
Cool.
the actual Ayers Rock. We're not flying to Australia.
yeah. It's supposed to be, yeah. No, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's an open mic, so it's gonna be a fun night.
Is performing still consistent over there? Because I hear that
Yeah.
numbers are going up for COVID in different places, and it's pretty. Are numbers still pretty low in Montreal?
Paul.
The numbers are going up. We're not hitting the highs that we had been. I think we're doing better than Ontario right now,
Mm-hmm.
but
Uh,
we're not that far behind.
okay, I have to figure out. I'm asking because I want to sign up and go do comedy in Montreal again, but I was just like, I don't want to wait too long and then have everything close up, and then I'm like, ah.
No, I don't think no. So you're from Montreal, so I don't think everything is going to close. But what's
Huh?
going to happen is that these vaccine passports are going to probably
Mm.
going to be in effect.
Mm.
So because I've been hearing from a lot of people saying like no, and I don't think we're going to close up again because if we do, then apparently our economy is going to suffer.
Yeah, but the question is, what's more important, economy or health?
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, in
No,
Ontario with the economy.
yeah, exactly.
No, they're
Screw the
schoolgirl.
screw the health our economy, but sir, but there's, but James has COVID. Doesn't matter. We need to have the economy going. Doesn't matter if you're sick. Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
got an email from my kids' school board yesterday, and looking at some of the rules that I made me angry, and I was just like, you guys aren't even like trying now. Like, well, granted, they have to follow what's handed down to them, from
Mm.
their bosses, the ministry, right? But it's just
Yeah.
like defies logic. This
Okay.
one thing that they've got, yeah. But I I'm going all what's the expression? Like a bear mama bear,
Right.
just like it's like I'm fucking angry. Like, but
Are
it's
you
gonna be
are you gonna have your kids homeschooled? If you don't mind me asking, or are you still gonna
well.
homeschool
Oh,
your kids?
it's gonna be for him. We were planning to send him to school, but at least
Okay.
one of his friends is doing the virtual school all year, and they're changing it this year. So if you start with one, they're going to make you finish with the one.
Yeah.
And for him, it just didn't. It wasn't good to have him at home. But it needs to be safe for him to be at school.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
yeah. There, some of it's a little fucked up.
I just love how these stories on Instagram. There's a for these people, and they're like, oh well, the minister of health, of education, saying that all kids from grade one to nine must wear masks. And I saw like these 5, 6 posts like, looks like my kid's gonna be homeschooled now because I don't want my kid wearing it. And I'm like, first of all, if you have the kind of money to homeschool your kid, good luck.
Yeah.
Second of all, I'm gonna sound a little bit bitter now, but I'm like, but kids are supposed. Yeah, even with look. Eventually, kids are gonna have to wear masks, right? You have to learn how to wear masks eventually. Like, no, I mean, like, keep them on,
Yeah.
right? Because they're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, it's kids, they shouldn't be wearing masks. No, yes,
Kids are gross.
They
they
go
need.
and they trade them. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that's a cool mask. Can I
Yeah.
switch
Yeah.
it for?
yeah.
I like Batman.
Card, yeah, Pokemon cards and masks. Hey, I'll trade this Pokemon card if you give me that mask. All right, cool.
Yeah.
But no, no. Well, no, there's this person on Instagram like, oh, well, they're taking away our kids' rights and freedom, and I'm just eating an apple, and I'm like, I pity you. Like, you have to pour out all your money for homeschool when you could, already pay for your kid to be in school. But,
Oh yeah,
hey,
like save it for university.
but hey, what
you
do I
know.
know? I don't have kids. I'm like,
Mm.
but no, it's just, like some of these stories are funny. You
Well,
know?
the largest vector for transmission has been schools and kids.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's
Yeah, exactly.
always a spike when school's open.
But
Um,
what's
yeah.
the response? Well, they're kids. I'm like,
Yeah.
well,
They live with risk. It's just like you're willing to risk my kid getting really sick and
Exactly.
or worse.
And then they could give it to the parents and the grandparents, and then Steve down the street. Well, who cares about Steve down the street? But
Well,
but still,
creepy Steve shouldn't be hanging out with the kids anyways.
Yeah, it's true. That's
know,
a
but-
warning to creepy Steve.
Yeah, but there we go. I don't know.
Hold it. There is one good thing, because next Monday it's going to be BattleCom, which is
Exactly.
virtual, so you don't have to.
Oh, we
and
lost Don.
Dawn just froze. Okay,
Sorry, I'm really.
she's back.
Yeah, I'm back.
You're back. All
I
right.
just was celebrating too hard, and I guess I broke the
Yeah,
internet.
exactly. It's Don, don't be happy right now because your internet connection will say, "Oh, she's happy." Well, she has to be miserable.
One of the guys that you're competing against is the guy who wrote this.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh, I think I forgot or blocked it out. I'm terrified.
Well,
This is gonna be great.
Don,
There are a lot of heavy hitters on that show, and Don, I include you among them. So
Oh, thank you, thank you. It's high praise coming from you. But no, I'm gonna make sure I'm practicing this time.
will you, Don? Will you?
Maybe, I don't know. I think I'm funniest when I don't, but I can't always bring my kitchen with me
Well,
wherever
Don.
I'm performing. So
Well, Don, if that's what you believe in, remember it could be worse.
it's true, but it's
could-
gonna be fun regardless.
Yeah, or you could be an anti-vaxxer.
Oh, I don't think I'm. They lose their sense of humor, I think, too. Just
yeah.
I can't do that.
Anti-vaxxers have no sense of humor.
Oh.
They have
So
no sense.
That's
of
going to
humor.
be 8 p.m.
Yeah.
The last Monday of the month is the 30th.
This Monday.
This Monday. So
Yeah.
Dawn is going to be there, and as well as Jason Hattrick, Scott Carter, and Jim Madrinos from New York.
Nice.
So it's going to be a tight fight, I imagine. Also want to point out Claudio Capri comedy on Instagram. So you want to find out about Claudio's shows.
Thank you.
I
Cool.
sort of moved this into the wrap up mode. I'm sorry.
That's
Just,
okay.
Hey, no problem. It's fine.
We are following your lead.
And
Yeah.
so all the various shows I do online, which are safe and COVID free, can be found there, and you can find out about when I'm doing live things as well.
When are you doing live shows, Paul? When are you doing live shows?
It's on the link.
It's on the link, but it's also tonight is the Vaudeville Variety Show. Tomorrow night I'm going to be at Ayers Rock doing stand up. Already, I know that some friends of mine have bought tickets through Eventbrite, so
Nice.
happy for that.
Nice. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. But for me, it's just this vaccine passport thing that's kind of getting me nervous a little bit. Kind of. But I'm double vax, so I'm good. It's just
Yeah. The thing is that doesn't stop you from getting other colds and flus.
yeah, exactly,
Absolutely.
absolutely. But no, it's just like like what happens now. Like people want to come see comedy shows. Like, oh, I have to show my passport, or I'm not double vaxxed, I'm not coming. So
Yeah,
that's another.
and that's one of the things that we ask at the Wiggle Room is that everybody is vaxxed.
Yeah,
Nice.
exactly. I might get my third dose soon. Oh no, I'm getting it. Next September because I'm getting a booster shot. So
Cool.
I
it's
did
gonna
a cheesy dad joke.
oh nice.
That
What's
it's sort of longing for the time of the polio vaccine. If people refused the vaccine, we broke their legs. That's why they were in wheelchairs, right?
I want to see an anti-vaxxer.
That's a cheesy joke.
yeah, it's
Somebody yelled too
it's
soon.
yeah, it's it's cheesy,
Polio?
but yeah, it's cheesy but funny.
I don't think it's too soon for polio.
No. Polio, you can never go wrong with polio. Oh man, that's hilarious. God damn anti-vaxxers. They make me hate them even more.
Hate is a strong word.
Okay, despise
I
them.
fear them.
Yes, I loathe
Fear
them.
for them.
I avoid them. No, I responded to something online. Like I fed a troll, and I basically, she said, "Well, if people have vaccines, why are people still getting sick?" And then I wrote down succinctly, like people can be vaxxed, but they can still get sick. But the vaccination stops them from dying, compared to people who are unvaxxed who can get it and risk dying. And then
And
she said, "Wrong, thick." And I'm like, oh my God, I can't even respond. Like, there's not even reading happening. It's just, how do you can't engage with that.
Oh no, they're hilarious. Like someone come up to me yesterday at work and like, hey, I'm like, Yeah. He goes, do you know? Yeah, Paul. I'm just gonna say finish this, and then when you want to end it, we'll end it. Sorry about
Mhm.
that.
Oh
So,
no.
uh,
Go ahead.
so this guy comes up, goes, hey, history repeats itself. I'm like, let me guess. Are you gonna compare this to Auschwitz? He goes, damn fucking right I am. Do you know what the government's make? I'm like, yo, it's that. I'm in my head. I'm like, yo, this is that work is like slow. I'm like, I want to be entertained. I'm like, what? Goes, these vaccine passports, yeah, it's the same thing like the numbers that I swear to God, I'm not making this up. That the Jews wrote on their arms before they went to execution. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, man, this is
Whoa.
this is
Oh, all right.
entertaining.
There's a lot to unpack in there.
Yeah,
Then. So
exactly. No,
Mm.
exactly. There is, but then I didn't tell him to stop. I'm like, I
I think
have
you
a
should
thing.
tell him to read a fucking book.
Oh my god! And then he goes.
You
There's no
know?
way. He goes, yeah. There's no way the government's gonna make me put numbers on my phone. And then I'm like, but then I think I gave him like the most cliche answer. I'm like, you have. So let me ask you something. He goes, what? What phone do you have? He goes, Samsung. Yeah. Do you have your Google account on your phone? Yeah. Okay. And then I stopped there. I'm like, so when you go somewhere, Facebook sees that you're there, or Google says, "What did you think of this place when you were there?" Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So they're tracking you. It's just that you don't know about it. He goes, yeah, but I don't want them to track me with this. I'm like, oh my god. And I told him, Google's tracking you. And he goes, yeah, which, and then I swear to God, he had this face of, yeah, I think you're right. I'm like, good. So I'm like, are you buying a ticket? He goes, no, get the fuck out of here. I didn't say that. I didn't say the last part. I'm like, all right, well, have a good day. But no, it's just like when you tell them like this, like they're tracking you with this, right away they lose 100% of the argument.
Yeah, but they don't know it. That's the
They
problem.
don't know it. They don't know it.
Canadian comedy icon Brent Butt actually
Mhm.
did a good tweet. Was it yesterday or the day before? Um, which is right here. So stop acting like pandemic mandates are a tyrannical attack on your freedoms and rights. You aren't free to drive drunk or smoke in restaurants. It's not your right to take a dump on Main Street. When you live among others, there are rules to protect the group. This is not new. And somebody replied there with, how are we protecting the people suffering from addiction and dying at a way higher rate than COVID? That was somebody's response. So I did a little fact checking, and so uh, we got they called them harms because it's hospital visits
Hmm.
from overdoses. Excuse me, which include deaths from overdoses as well. Uh, and in Canada, there's been 22,000 between 2016 and 2020.
Hmm.
So 22,000 overdose harms or addiction harms in Canada,
Mhm.
and we've in since December of 2019 we've had 26,000 deaths. So that's like half the time period and more than the amount of deaths. So they can't even get their facts right.
No, no. Wow.
So,
Yeah. God damn
Yeah.
anti-vaxxers.
but thank you, Brent Butt, for being a voice of reason.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right. So, Paul, looks like you want to go get some rest. And,
I
Yeah.
definitely need to get out of this hot room. And,
Yeah.
yes. So there we go. So,
Okay. So I hope you feel better soon,
So-
and you can rest up before the rest of your schedule picks up.
yes, and I'm right now I'm debating about whether or not I will be at the show tonight, or
Yeah.
if I will have to send somebody in my place.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to make people feel nervous, even though what I have is not COVID.
Yeah.
I don't want
Exactly.
people being worried because I'm there coughing.
Exactly. Exactly.
yeah.
All right.
All right. All right,
You take
everyone.
care. We'll check in with each other next week.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah. Take care. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.